Well, today we continue our conversation about a new earth, the principles, and out of the principles come our practices. So we've talked thus far about our energetic relationship with the unmanifested, and symbolically our relationship with the sun, and recommended that those that want to take baby steps into this new earth begin by contemplating on a name that reflects your energetic reality. No, not the name that describes your body or person, but the name that describes your function as a portal through which the energetic source of the universe expresses itself in the space-time world. So out of this relationship with the unmanifested, and our energetic relationship with the sun, we come to learn about the infinite abundance of all of the attributes of this timeless realm. Okay, remember, without the limitation of time or space, everything is available in infinite quantities and with the quality of perfection. Okay, I mean, these are the very important core principles that we come to understand and develop a relationship with perfection, with eternity, and again, this principle of abundance, okay, that our lives become a reflection of abundance, that we have abundant health, abundant happiness, abundant energy. Okay, if you think about all the aspects of reality, timeless realm, beauty, for instance. If we learn to see with our true eye, not the body's eyes, but our conscious eye, we develop a relationship with beauty, because it behooves us to see beauty, to experience beauty everywhere, to see basically everything as beautiful. Life, all aspects of life contain beauty. If you study nature, I mean, beauty is simply incredible. If you did a study of your body, the miraculous function of your body, it's beautiful. It's so beauty that has no opposite, okay, is what we're looking at, not beauty the way the world describes beauty as compared to, again, we're training a higher mind to be the operating system in our new earth, not the rational judging mind. Okay, we all have this higher mind, and it seems for a while as if we just have these little experiences that we call, oh wow, that's like synchronicity, or ooh, it's intuition, or whatever. Well, these are just aspects of a higher mind that's percolating into our conditioned reality, the conditioned world, which is not reality at all. So again, our program of conscious living requires conscious dying as a way that we make this shift, that we shift our focus from perception and judgment. We shift our focus to a higher mind that sees things in a radically new way, okay? He talked before about how the membrane between the space-time world and the timeless realm is light. That there's this membrane of light that divides the world from heaven. So as we develop eyes to see, that we're learning to see elements of this timeless realm represented in the world of form, we literally start seeing light. We start seeing a halo of light around a situation, around an object. And so, again, think about, again, we've talked about this, the Taoist whole embracing the duality. So we can think, we can start experiencing our two minds, two levels of mind working together. We don't want to abandon our rational judging mind. The egoic mind is necessary for certain things. You couldn't drive a car. You couldn't do anything that involves an element of danger without the ego present, because the ego is what detects danger and helps you avoid death or some accident or something. It's so again, we're not becoming non-human. We're becoming just greater. We have the lower capacities and their mental states and emotional states, but we're adding to that a whole new element that's huge. And so again, as we practice, we learn to start making decisions based on the whole picture. We're able to use the higher mind ideally as the primary functioning element, and we bring in the other elements as necessary. Like I was mentioning before, as we gather here in the Grand Sala of the Oasis Center for Conscious Living, Ecuador, I have this image where you take this element of your mind that is tribal and that egoic, and you hang it on the hook here by the door when you come in, say to a gathering where we're here to give and receive great blessing, the king's blessing, the queen's blessing. When we enter sacred space, there's no place for the tribal or egoic conditioning. But sometimes, being fully human, sometimes we need to engage at the tribal or egoic level. And so, again, when that happens, we're choosing to leave sacred space. Sacred space is where we're practicing being these expressions of the timeless realm, of eternity, of heaven. Okay, so we're creating these opportunities, and it could be anytime, anywhere. It doesn't matter where or when in the space-time world we are, but we have this opportunity at any given moment as we choose to create sacred space. Okay, we create the sacred space supported fully by the unmanifested, by the timeless realm. It's just in that moment we choose to shift our attention into this higher consciousness where we're fully aware of our relationship, our function, our purpose for living, the meaning of life. So this is what we want to do on a daily basis, is remember the meaning of life, remember our purpose, our function, and start our day fully prepared to be about that. And again, like I say, certain things can trigger us. We drop out of that sacred space. We drop back into tribal or egoic conditioning, deal with the situation the best way we can, and as soon as we can like re-enter stillness, remember, always this sacred space is created by us remembering, just in a moment, going into stillness. Stillness opens, remember, oasis arising from stillness, inspiring simplicity. So this, these elements, include simplicity. Okay, so actually, an interesting relationship to look at is the relationship between abundance and simplicity, because there's a very powerful connection. Because of our awareness of abundance, true abundance, that there's infinite amounts of beauty, truth, love. These things are abundantly available, and they have like zero conditions. There's no cost. They're elemental principles of life. So they surround us. We're immersed in them. We're in a sea of beauty. We're in an ocean of love. We're seeing this splinter of reality that we call the space-time world. We're seeing that inundated with truth. So there's this abundance all around us. And out of that abundance, then it's very easy for us to live with simplicity, to go like, well, my function is very simple. What I need to do to take care of my body and person is a very simple regime. Okay, so a second part of our practice, okay, is bringing this discipline to our daily lives. Okay, daily life as spiritual practice. We bring the discipline discipline just simply means having this focus on the simplicity of our existence.